Hey guys, hey, welcome back. 'Tis summer here. So this is going to be for Pisces, month of April. What is to come for you guys? So what I would really like to do is kind of do a traditional in the most way I can, the most traditional way I can be. The current feelings or the subject matter at hand. I'm looking down. The influences, the block towards that or emotional block, expectations, or things going further, and then your most likely outcome. Now, saying tradition, we'll see how that goes because I typically go off of feeling or messages, vibes, I kind of just go with the flow. But we'll at least start with a baseline. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. This is for Pisces for April 2021. What's going on for Pisces? Pisceans. All right. I am learning birth charts right now. It's something that I've been passionate about, but I haven't really sat down and done it thus far because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work. But I'm practicing right now, and once I get the layout in the field, I will be offering that to you guys. So I'm excited. Okay, so first we have for April for Pisces, we have the Strength card. All right, so Pisces, the Strength card can honestly mean a lot of things. What I feel for you, it means it's kind of like you are ending a cycle. You're ending a chapter in your life. You have paying a karmic debt seems kind of juvenile in the way I'm picturing this in my mind. It seems kind of dull or really not putting the magnitude of this growth or this cycle. It kind of, I feel like saying that kind of downplays the situation. So I'm going to say, your character. Yeah. Okay. This Strength card, this April really represents the character that you have created. You've endured, you've tolerated, you've went through so many life lessons just in a short amount of time that your character has changed. Your character has elevated. You're more compassionate when you speak. You're more intellectual in your conversations. You really take your time instead of just reacting, to really sit back, think, and kind of see it from a different perspective, which you always kind of had that gift to begin with, but now there's something about it that's more wise. There's like more wisdom coming out of it. So I really see April starting off to where you're acknowledging this. You're acknowledging this strength and this character that you've created for yourself. It also talks about how your ability to endure adversity, your ability to adapt is just uncanny. Your ability to face any problem with this certain type of strength and like higher knowledge, higher wisdom, you're really coming into it. Like you're really honing in on your gifts. Like you're finally realizing that this has been a gift all along, but now you're finally like putting on the shirt that fit. It's like you had this shirt or this glove, these pair of pants in front of you the whole time, and you knew what they were for, but you were like trying to put it on the wrong way. Like you were, instead of putting one leg in at a time, you were trying to put both feet and legs in at a time, and it just wasn't working out. and it was rough around the edges. Like it took you it was harder to get the pants on. And now you're like, oh, like you're like, I put one leg in first and then the other leg, and it goes so much smoother. This is the way it's supposed to be. This is the way I'm supposed to wear pants, right? So it's like you're finally starting to settle in your gifts. You're finally understanding its purpose and how to really elevate those gifts. And it's through your strength. You're starting to learn how to maintain control. So I really feel like April is your month of like really just kind of realizing that is a strength, which you used to think was a weakness, is now become a strength. You really have the power now to react calmly instead of rationally and based off of emotions. Let's see what else we got for you. Let me see if I can get the rest of the cards out so I can speak kind of more fluidly than just pausing and shuffling. Most likely outcome, most likely outcome. It also looks as if for the month of April, you're going to have a lot of support from a group. Too many. Let me try that one more time. You are still having an issue with wanting to fix everyone's problem, but you're starting to learn that to just let go and detach from the situation, and that it's not your problem to fix, that you're not going to get so caught up in it that people have to resolve their own issues, like not my circus, not my monkeys type of thing. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, the Ace of Swords, wow, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles reversed, and the Lovers. The Lovers. Okay, let me see here. So the influences. The influences in your environment in April is the Six of Swords. You have a lot of swords here. I feel like the influence and the obstacles that you will face is kind of feeling overwhelmed. You're going to get a little bit overwhelmed in the month of April. Just a lot of going on, a lot of people asking you questions, a lot of people coming to you for advice, a lot of people that need your opinion, need your advice, and also a lot of proposals. No, not like a marriage proposal, but like a proposition. Like, what would you think about this? Hey, can you do this for me? Hey, things like that. So what I want you to be mindful of, Pisces, is be careful not to fall back into what you've learned with letting other people's problems become your problems. And not necessarily that they're having problems, but used to, this is how you felt loved, was helping everyone, feeling needed. That was what fed you. That was what really made you feel warm and fuzzy. It's like, it was like a coping mechanism that you learned from early in childhood, or whatever that means to you, that you didn't get enough of it somewhere, so you learned by helping people and being that mother type of feel, that nature, that advice giver, that someone that everybody wants to talk to. That's how you felt love. It's almost like, and you felt, what I'm getting is you felt like you were almost a imposter, because you almost felt like you were buying people's love by being their go-to. But that's the way you felt loved. And that's okay, because we all have our thing. However, you're really learning to set, just take a step back and let others handle their problems, or not be so quick to respond to them, and that they'll figure it out themselves. And you'll say, okay, good job. Well, how is that going? And really allowing people to take the reins, and you're really learning how to teach people how to love you versus what you used to do, which is give, 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 give. If they come to me, I feel loved. I feel, all those things. You can expect travel either in April or in the near future. A lot of swords. So a lot of chit chat going on. Let's see. A lot of leadership skills that you will be having in the month of April. A lot of great ideas coming to you. This is a part of the overwhelm I feel like you will be having. Will be lots of communicating, lots of ideas, lots of leadership ideas, lots of training ideas, lots of teachable moments. My advice to you, Pisces, is to really just take the time to write it down. If you're in the vehicle, just say, okay, Google, and say, create this note for me. Write all these things down, and so you don't feel so overwhelmed and mind chatter, because all too often we get all these ideas in our head, and then later on when we go to really execute them, it's like, oh, I forgot something. Oh, I forgot what that idea was. So writing things down and putting them in order, in organization pattern, will help. I do feel like there's going to be a lot of let's see, ideas or executions of ideas, or decision making that will have to be done, that you're going to not always know the answer on in the month of April, but you're just going to have to use your instincts, that inner knowing, that inner self, like, does it feel good? Does it feel bad? Type of thing. And then we have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So this is going to be certain blocks that may occur if you let it. Let me remember that, or remember, I'm having a bad ADD day today. Like, I'm very, all my words are jumbled and like flipped opposite. So please forgive me, but I'm trying to just trudge through. I'm trying to preach what I teach. That means, like, if you get, in a place where you're messing up, just do it anyway. Just push through it so you don't get stuck in it. So I apologize, but that's my background, is that I'm going to keep going even if I'm having one of those days, okay? This was a part of my promise. If I'm going to come back on here, I'm just going to say, screw it to the messy days, to where I fumble. That's part of me. Anyway, so what I was saying, keep in mind, I want you to please remember, when we do readings, when people do readings, that everything is changeable. Don't deem it as this is set in stone. If you see things going this way that we talk about, and you want to change the reality, everything can change. You can change the trajectory of everything with your actions and with your thoughts, okay? So, as it goes, blocks right now, Not that you have to let it be a block, but from what I see is blocks is again, you getting too jumbled, you getting too overwhelmed with ideas, passion, intellectual projects. What it's going to say, or advice it's going to give you is that really slow down. There's going to be so many new ideas and thoughts coming in at one time that you really have to slow down to let that breakthrough come in, to let that vision become clear. Because in April, this is your month that it's time for an excellent time at work. It's time for an excellent time with your career, with breakthroughs, with leveling up in business and in life. And your direction, your life's mission will all of a sudden become clear. So the necessary thing I want you to remember is you really have to preserve your energy, preserve all of that, all these thoughts going on so fast. That is crucial in this period of time of this leveling up process, for you to just stay clear-headed. So write down things. You'll feel better to get it out. Your mind won't feel so cluttered. Okay, so it also kind of alludes to the fact that if you're having a problem or issue with making a decision, and this is one of your blocks, go to the rule of thumb, stick with just, true, and honorable. And that you'll be on the right track. Guides are saying when in doubt, go back to those moral things, and you'll be making the right and just and sound decision that is in line with your path, where you're supposed to go. And the opportunities that arise, this isn't by mistake. If you have something that feels like a rejection, it's actually creating the next opportunity for you. And this is an opportunity of change, because it's trying to push you in a different direction. It just feels weird at the time. So allow those rejection moments or things that are like, oh, bummer. Just know that acknowledging that, okay, so I'm supposed to go a different way. Cool. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see. Another obstacle will be somewhat of a masculine energy. This could be romantic, but for you, Pisces, I really see like this is going to be an influence of someone that is going to help you move soon. I see a move in your future, or you're cultivating a move, a home, buying a house, or moving to just somewhere, moving. This is going to, I feel like this masculine is well educated in their field that they're talking to you about. And I feel like they're going to influence you in some way in this realm of change, of movement, and really just, I feel like this is the person that may deliver the news to you in the month of April that's going to put you on the change of path, or change of, not path, but course, change of course, that you need to allow. Okay. Emotions or expectations. So with this, I get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What did I say that was? So some feelings, what's interesting about this one is it seems to be like you're expecting another source to act this way. It's talking about like a negative person, a negative mood, somebody that changes moods quite frequently, quite fast, quite narrow-minded, very opinionated. I like to think of this as like a negative Nancy card, a pessimistic type of personality. But what's interesting about this is Spirit is telling me that this is you, that this is your inner self at its worst, at its darkest, the worst parts of us, which all of us have, right? Having that materialistic outlook on life. You feel like this person's going to have a negative role, and really you're scared of your own self. Like you being not pushing through if your energy is low, or if your mood changes, you won't put forth the effort. So that is just something to look out for in the month of April too, that that person is deep inside of you that kind of scares you, your own worst enemy. But watch out for other influence as well. The most likely outcome is the Lovers upright. Okay, so there will be a very important decision that you make. I feel like this is coming full circle with the decision on a home, with signing papers, things like that. Also, you have to make a decision if you want to change your body. I feel like a lot of you have been in, a lot of Pisceans have been in this rut of committing to getting fit, or committing to eating right, or committing to putting healthy things into their life. The self-love, the self-love is not hard. It's very difficult, in fact, for us to treat our bodies right. So if you have been playing around with the idea of getting fit and treating your body good, this is your sign, this is your message that it is time to make that decision and to put yourself first. I also see in the month of April, in this particular situation, is going to happen at the last week of April. And this is beginning of a new romance. This is someone that you're going to meet. This is somebody that you're going to connect with. This is a soulmate connection. It will for some of you that are meeting someone, for some of you that are talking to someone new or have been in a relationship for a little while, and it's not going anywhere, and you live with your parents, this is your message that you're going to lose this person. The relationship's going to end if you don't move out of your parents' home. There's something about the parents sector that is really putting your growth on hold, putting your relationship on hold, and it's starting to go backwards. Not even stagnant anymore, it's going backwards. So you have to make that decision to leave your parents' house and really go out on your own. This is definitely signifies good times are ahead. You just have to really make some tough decisions this month. Get out of your comfort zone, and a lot of you put some high goals on your physical appearance, meaning adapt to a good workout routine. Really stick to it this time, no matter how you're feeling. Now let's get some words of wisdom from the Buddha for the month of April. For Pisces, April 2021. There we go. That's so funny because this is the card I drew this morning and it still popped out again. It says, you are what you think. Pure thoughts bring inspiration and happiness. You are what you think. Pure thoughts bring inspiration and happiness. So watch what you're thinking. What you think, you become. What you think manifests into reality. So if you think you're lazy, then you're lazy. And you'll continue to have lazy habits. If you think you're beautiful and you're worth it and you have all the energy in the world, then you will. So I hope this helps. Let me know if anything resonates with you. As always, if you want to check out a personal reading, I will leave the link below. And if not, I will see you next time. Peace and love, y'all. Bye.